So as you may know, Donington Park is a very historic track here in the UK. It was first opened in 1931 as a pre-war racetrack. So there's a lot of history at Donington Park, and when you walk there you feel like you're somewhere really special, and you see the craner curves coming down the hill and rolling back up the hill again from the old hairpin. It's such a historic circuit, it's known around the world. The work was to resurface the circuit. Historically, the circuit has become worn over the years, as you would expect, and hadn't been resurfaced for many, many years since MotorSport Vision took on the property in 2017. So our job was to understand what was below the ground and start to look at a resurfacing strategy. We collaborated with Aggregate Industries as the main contractor, who then went on to execute the works, along with their supply chain, including Powerplane, who were responsible for the milling of the pavement, and Topcon, who provided their variable depth milling equipment. It was agreed with MotorSport Vision that we wanted to retain the character of the track, and practically from an engineering point of view this also made a lot of sense as well, as we were only resurfacing the top layer of the surface rather than rebuilding the entire circuit. It might sound easy just to take off the top surface and put it back on, but we then came into a point where what we also wanted to do is take out a lot of the bumps in the track that have naturally formed over the years. So what we wanted to put back was a surface that was smooth as possible for the riders and the drivers. And at that point it was agreed and discussed to use a technology called Topcon, which is a milling technology that's used for very high precision civil engineering. And this enabled us to basically remove the top surface of the track and create the flattest and smoothest surface that we possibly could, whilst retaining the character of the existing old track. And that really was the biggest challenge of this project. And we developed an asphalt specification that gave good grip in both the dry and the wet, good longevity, but also was practical to build. When we got to the site and we started doing the work on the ground, it was very challenging because we're working at winter time, so you're dealing with lower temperatures than perhaps you would ideally have for resurfacing. So our role at that point was to then supervise the work under the contract to make sure that the FIA, the FIM are happy with the design, but also that the riders and drivers would be happy. We were really happy with the way that the project was executed, and we're really looking forward to working with MotorSport Vision on other tracks in the future.